I'm on Clear Creek Road. I'm gonna follow this little trail here, look at the creek. And this goes up kind of behind Jumbo Mountain. I think Helena Peak is another mountain around here. It goes up to Frog Pond, 8 Mile Creek. There's Clear Creek Bridge up there. It's a nice spot to hang out and fish at. Down that way is Mountain Loop Highway, right next to Clear Creek Campground, which is where I'm gonna end up probably at the end of this video. Ooh, blue huckleberries, or I think sometimes they're called black huckleberries or evergreen huckleberries. I don't really know. I just know that they're tasty. I'm gonna pick some of them. Oh, really sweet. They're still kind of tart, but compared to the red kind, a lot sweeter. I grew up picking the red kind. I didn't even know those existed till I was like 16, 17. Pretty good sized Douglas firs grown in here. Oh dang. Well, the creek's down there in that gorge. I'm not gonna get closer right here, it's just not safe. If I find a good spot to look down at though, probably take some pictures. Oh yeah, here's the red huckleberries. They're a lot more sour than the blue ones. When I was a kid, me and little Andrew used to just rip off a branch that had a lot of berries on it. We'd just walk around town holding a branch of that, eating the berries off. I don't really do that nowadays because it's kind of rude for the bush, but I mean, it really doesn't matter. That's a really widespread plant around here. And it grows everywhere. Like, there's another one right here. Oh, dang. There's so many of them. Oh, and here's a bumblebee. Oh, he flew away. He was going for these little flowers. So this is salal. They have the evergreen leaves. Feels really leathery. And the flowers are kind of bell-shaped. These will turn into berries too. Give it another like 3 weeks, about a month or so. And then they'll be a dark bluish black, kind of like these huckleberries here. Although they're not as tasty. I don't really eat them. They just don't have the best taste in the world. But yeah, there's tons of these. I'm honestly really surprised, because you always see the red kind. I think that one had a bug in it. But yeah, I've never seen this many of the blue ones in one area. It's really cool. I hear someone driving up the road. I haven't gone that far from it yet. I actually just came across this wire fence, probably a good 50 feet past that last spot. Looks like it kept going, but that tree fell on it at some point. Yeah, this whole cliff side's covered in overhangs. It's really dangerous. So I see why this was put here, but there's so many other spots back where I came from where there isn't a safety fence and you could easily fall off. So as nice as this is, I feel like someone should maybe put some more back that way. But I totally get it. Someone actually did fall to their death here once. It was on the other side of the canyon though, over there somewhere. So yeah, this is a very dangerous place. Don't get too close to the edge. A little tree identification. Douglas fir has this really thick bark and these big grooves that go way up. And right next to it, red cedar, really thin bark. It's kind of fibrous. It's pretty good for making fires. Use it in your tinder. Yeah, growing side by side. Some berries that I've been picking. Another really big Douglas fir. There's a couple more over there. It's nice seeing big ones. Oh, and the Devil's Club growing their little reddish berry flower things. I guess you just call them fruits. It's muddy right in here. Squenchy. There's a bumblebee. Oh, it's a squirrel. I really like squirrels. Ooh, freaked them out. I started talking loud. They're really cool. Little tiny creek right here. Tiny, basically a puddle. It keeps going up into there. So I'm walking on this little trail here, and I got into a devil's club patch. But look how big these devil's club are. All the way out, almost looks like it could be vine maple until you start looking up and seeing the spikes. It's crazy, I've never seen it grow like this. Pretty cool. And they're starting to grow their little flowers, or their fruits, which are poisonous. You don't eat the berries. You can make tea from the roots though. Yeah, pretty cool plants. Just don't want to touch the spikes. So the old jumping log at Clear Creek, I think was right there. You can see the cliffs. It might be a little dark on camera. There's that big rock, and then the boulders on your way to get there. I doubt it's further up this way, just the way the creek looks. And I know where the log was a nice pool area where it got really deep. And that's what that area looks like. It's the most calm spot on the creek in this area. But holy crap, I'm high up. Really peaceful place unless you fell. Big Doug fir fell over the trail. That white stuff right there, growing off of the tree. It's a mushroom mycelium growing. I bet you that's from a red-belted conch. It's one of the most common mushrooms you see out in the woods. Big old polypore mushroom. Since that fell, we'll probably grow a bunch of them and eat away at the tree. You can already tell that it's starting to decompose. After a few years of being eaten up by the red-belted conch, the wood will kind of break up into these chunks. Call that punk wood. And when punk wood's dry, it makes pretty good firewood at camp. Not necessarily the best in your fireplace, but when you have a fire outside. It's nice putting that on before bed because it burns slow and smolders. As long as you have a big chunk of it, it tends to last longer than just normal wood. There's the bridge. Almost off the trail. I'm going to show you real quick since I was just talking about them. These are polypore mushrooms, or you could call them wood conchs. Here's some more. I don't think that's red-belted conch though, because red-belted conch will have like a red belt, like a reddish orange belt on the side, but it's the same color on top and on the bottom. I'm not quite sure if that's what these are. There's another one on this side. I know it's not artist conch. I don't know, is that a garicon? I know a garicon grows weirdly. Almost kind of like this actually, kind of like grows upward. It's supposed to be a rare polypore mushroom. I just don't know if that's actually it though. I don't really know those as well. Crap ton of spider webs in here. Alright, we're at Mountain Loop Highway. Well, that was that trail. Short and sweet and fun. See you guys.